Here's where things get fun. So, the reason MJ wasn't the topic for the last one was because my Christmas gift to the Knicks is to just yeet James Dolan from existence. So, in that same 10-year span that the Charlotte Hornets have had 2 head coaches, the Knicks have had 7. 5 official head coaches and 2 interim coaches. Their starters, or not their starters, the people that the New York Knicks have drafted, specifically R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and Obi Toppin, right now have a 12.6 PER, a 12.6 PER, and a 13.3 PER. They are all playing below average. The free agent signings are the best contributions to the Knicks.
Right.
The Knicks are in shambles. They don't want to admit it. They're in the playoffs right now. To me, this is a team that's just a trapdoor away from just falling through. They need to draft better. I think I've said they need to blow it up. This is not the core. R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Obi Toppin, this is not the core.
No, and I agree. I think that especially in drafting, because Obi Toppin was a pretty shocking draft pick in 2020, especially like right after him was Tyrese Halliburton, who I don't think we expected Tyrese to evolve into the player he is today, but he was by far the most NBA-ready player, in my opinion, out of that class. Mm-hmm. Even Cole Anthony came after him. Isaiah Stewart has been serviceable. Sadiq Bey, Tyrese Maxey, I think, was in that class. And obviously, right. Teams are going to miss. Like, we expect teams to miss. But saying this as a Pacers fan is difficult, but the Knicks miss a lot. And they give us a run for the money in terms of bad drafting decisions.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head when I would say their last great pick was in the draft. Like, I think Kai Jones was decent. I think R.J. Barrett is a good player. I think he's a very quality NBA player. But I pulled it up and hold on, I'm still scrolling looking for a good Gallinari back in 2008.
I wouldn't take that one.
Channing Frye, 2005. They're just not a great drafting team.
No, they're not.
Even slightly. Oh, Porzingis.
Porzingis is probably the best one. And they traded him.
And they traded him. But
they also booed him when he was picked.
They did also boo him when he was picked.
That's just New York way of life. That's their culture. But R.J. Barrett, the jury's still out on him. I think he's a serviceable NBA player, and I think he'll have a fine career. But I agree, their front office needs an overhaul in terms of how they're evaluating players, because there's some fastballs down the middle that they're just missing.
Yeah. So congratulations, you gave me a team that made me praise Michael Jordan as an owner. So, thank you for that.
I didn't give it. The random number generator did.
But the random wheel. The wheel of destiny.
So do you have anything else to say about the Knicks? Because I don't...
They're trash.
They're not trash. They're just...
trash.
The Knicks need to get rid of Julius Randle. That's the only thing I have to say.
He's a player.
I think Randle is a plus. I think the Knicks need to establish an identity. I think that's their biggest problem. Is when I watch the Knicks, if you were to get rid of the jerseys and you're just watching them, and you look down at your phone and you look back up, and you look down and you look back up. No, you think you're watching a different team because there's not a lot of cohesion in the way they're playing. There's not a lot of stability. It's a very volatile team, and they don't have an identity, and they should, because it's the New York Knicks. They're supposed to have an identity, and you expect them to, but
What I
I'm
said
just
last
not
week.
seeing it.
This is New York. This is New York. The expectation is higher.
Right. So
To New York standards, these guys are trash. That's all I'm saying.
I think that is enough said about New York, and it's sad because they're one of those teams you want to be good for the same reason, like I was saying about LeBron. Like, you want to beat New York, but you want it to be meaningful. You don't want to beat the current New York. You're just kind of like, yeah, we play the Knicks. Okay, gonna put that on DraftKings. We're gonna beat the Knicks. Like, you expect it. So yeah, you got anything else for the Knicks?
Nope.
Oh boy.
So
Oh.
we made a rule